Diano Addicted said, I could solve the Russian-Ukrainian war in an instant. I kind of want to know now. How? How could
It's
you
one of our
solve?
mods.
How could you save stop the war mod?
Hmm.
And now he's thinking,
Asking.
asking,
Asking. Stop. Will you stop?
asking, will you stop?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He would surrender. Yeah. Just say stop. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good.
It's like the bullying thing.
Girls, stop. Yeah, I like that. First, we got amazing Twitch news. Like, this is crazy. We got
paid.
We got paid by Twitch. We got fucking paid.
We didn't realize we were making money doing this.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Greasy Goblino.
Now, I don't know if this is
legal to do,
of service
but
issue.
we're going to show you how much we made, and you are going to be fucking blown away. This is
What have I done?
fucking shocking numbers. I think I'm no longer going to post on YouTube after this.
So we got our first Twitch payment. Oh, wait, you guys can't even see any of this. What the hell? What
Okay, here we go.
Check this shit out. We just got an email today from Twitch. We made, over the past 3 weeks of streaming,
30 hours.
Yeah, about 30 hours of streaming that we've done, made 116 Australian dollars.
116 Australian dollars.
And that's thanks to you guys.
Thank you.
It wouldn't have happened without your support.
I know.
It's weird. I feel like I'm standing on a threshold of like a life-changing moment.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just like to say this now because I believe in accountability and I want you guys to be here with us for it. I'm not going to let this money go to my head.
No.
We're going to be the same people. We're going to be down to earth, just the same boy that you guys remember.
What do you mean you're not going to let it go to your head? You're not going to buy any like fancy hats? Nothing?
Not going to my head. It's
not
be
going to your
on
head.
Every other part of my body.
Feet.
It's going to be spent on my penis.
How much is this in real money? This is probably $60 US. So like fucking for $30 an hour. 30 hours. $2 US an hour is probably much better than most of America.
Yeah,
I think
so.
so.
They have some states don't have a minimum wage.
No, so look at that.
So
Gonna be. I don't want to show that on the screen too long. Oh, what are you doing? Why is this fat
news.
He's always
every
there?
Stream, they want us to calculate.
All right,
it's chair
we're going back to this. Just Cam.
I just want to thank you guys because we've made it.
We've made it.
And what's cool about getting money is that we spent probably like $6,000 all up so far. Probably like $4,000 on the stream decoration stream, which you guys so graciously suggested we do, and suggested all these big ticket items that we were more than happy to purchase. And we also commissioned some beautiful artwork for the emotes that are going to be appearing here soon. But that 110 Australian dollars almost covers this gong. So the gong's arrived.
But
it's fucked.
It's a really fucking bad gong.
I cannot believe this cost.
Thank you, Woods Cryptid, for the 100 bits. Woods Cryptid is here a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen. What I'm going to say. Listen to this gong.
That sounds a lot nicer than you just hit it normally. Hit it hard.
It's the worst gong I've... No, people saying that's good. It's not good.
What is wrong with El Gong? It's so shit.
Okay, so it sounds a bit better when you hit it
lightly.
It is just a plate. It's fucking...
It's worse than a plate because we tested it out with our plates. Our plates sound more like a gong.
Our plates sound better.
It is.
Well, you're hitting it wrong? Wait, do I need to watch tutorials on how to hit a fucking gong?
What do you mean you're hitting it wrong? Or do you like warm it up first? Like...
Give it a little spin. No, that sounds bad. The string's holding it and muting it. What's meant to fucking...
Well, this is... What do you mean? This is how they sold it. That's how the gong comes. This is the most insane purchase in the world because every part of this process was fucked. I bought it with free shipping, and then 2 days later they sent an email being like, "Oh, sorry, actually no free shipping. Give us $35." Which brought the price up to $110.
Yep.
Never made. But I'm happy that at least we can gong. So I don't even think the noise gate will pick up this tiny gong if I do it from back here. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. We can still hit it. So we can still hit it whenever something dramatic happens. It's gong time.
It would be $10, $20 on Amazon. It would literally be $5 at a dollar shop here in Australia.
Or $2 at a plate shop.
Oh, yeah, you can just
at a plate. I just go to a fucking camping store and buy a metal plate. Do you think Mao will be disappointed?
I'm really worried about Mao because that was $1,000 and we really only got one picture of it. You don't know what it looks like.
Well, they were asking, will Mao be disappointed in the gong? Yes, he will, no matter 100%. What he looks like. But Mao's going to be probably this big, and I don't know, not even Mao.
Gummy bears.
Can be another Chinese guy.
Just like me.
Yep, exactly.
I got congee for breakfast today.
Just
yummy, 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 yummy.
Delicious, delicious congee. Is everything in a dollar store shop actually $1? No, it's not.
It's false advertising, just like this fucking gong.
Also, I've always wondered, like, what's a dollar store like in like Zimbabwe? You know, where
probably like a million.
Inflation is
a million store.
A million store, yeah, exactly. So doesn't translate well everywhere in the world. Do you think Mao ever ate a hamburger? This is the question I fucking like hearing from chat.
I think he ate a hamburger. No, they can't see it though.
No, they can't see it. No, because it's on us. I saw a 100 yen store in Japan. That's
so funny.
That's like a $10 store. Well,
we got more. More life news. We did something really cool yesterday.
Oh, yep.
So far, we've been streaming. It's mainly just been people in our Discord server, people on our Patreon. We haven't really announced it that broadly, but we're about to announce it to YouTube. And if you know, I assume you've seen the Patreon video. We featured our Chinese mum.
Yes,
because in the Boy extended universe, we're twins.
Yep,
and we're gay.
And
we're Chinese.
Yes. And we're not Chinese. We have a Chinese mum.
We have a Chinese mum. It's not really explained.
And this isn't. This is just true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we did yesterday was film a new skit with our Chinese mum. It's even better than the last one. It's insane. It's really fucked. And yeah, we're teasing that one out. That one's going to come out on YouTube to bring the rest of the mouth breeding scum. Mouth breeding? Breathing.
Mouth breeding?
I don't know. People who have oral sex. Disgusting.
But you guys are the OGs, the originals.
Yeah. But this is going to go out on YouTube soon, maybe in a week. So, yeah, stay posted. It's going to be a really good one.
Someone said, are you going to have guests on the stream, Friendly Geordies?
Ooh,
yeah, I think
that'd be cool.
I think we would like to have guests. I think it's a nice way to make streaming more interesting, like Hassan does it. It's fun.
I think we just need to grow a bit.
Yeah,
you know?
Grow a little bit, but at the same time, why not do it now? We already know some people. It'll be fun.
Should we move on to the news?
Yeah, we're going to get into the news. What do you want to start with?
All right, go to basic.
You want to start with this?
I think you want to start with this.
Well, do you want to start with this?
I don't know which Twitch user said it last time, but Operation Righty Tighty was a success.
It was a great success.
Ukraine was going into Russia to get to Suja, which is a hub for all the pipelines leading to Europe. So maybe they'll do a little twisty.
Or maybe they won't.
Give it a little twist job. I don't think they will.
I don't think they would because...
But I'm saying that, yeah.
Like I said before, the pipe's already run through Ukraine. If they wanted to stop it...
They could do it.
They could just do this. Just a little kink in the pipe.
Yeah. But then it'll get really, really big and then they'll get gassed.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Are you guys partnered yet?
No, what will happen is they'll twist it and then the Germans or whatever Europe on the other end will be looking and be like, huh? Where's the thing? And they look in there and they get gas in the face.
I think we made a lot of jokes like this last time we did it. Looney Tunes joke.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think we kind of undersold this when we mentioned on the stream last week. Ukraine has actually put a lot of troops in, and not just any troops, but a lot of their, I guess, more veteran kind of specialist battalions. It was kind of it's the element of surprise. I think the rationale is still the same. That it's like a publicity thing. It's to keep the West's eyes on them and be like, we can achieve shit. Wait, what are you doing?
I just closed the ad of the fat guy that everyone was talking about.
He's back. He's back. You can't get rid of him.
Oh, you can't get rid of him. Well, after we discuss this, we're going to calculate and see how long it takes to lose 20 kilos with chair
muscles.
workout according to age. Sorry, go on.
I wonder if the people that get to model for this, they tell them these secrets as well, or they don't because they want to keep the audience.
Person said, "Does it say Mao muscles?" It does look like that. As soon as you said that. Yeah, so it looks like this is a real thing that's actually happening.
I mean, it's a cool maneuver. It's odd, right? Like, I mean, you're always trying to surprise your enemy, and like Russia has been kind of consistently making these like small advances and pushing the front line forward, and I guess they left this unprotected, or like not as well protected against like such a large force. And it's one of those things when like it doesn't necessarily help Ukraine in the sense it might like alleviate some of the pressure, but like the Russians thought they were tricking the Ukrainians when they were moving forward. They were like, Ukrainian troops are coming through. They're coming in there, and then they just circled around them.
Nate King said, hopefully they can use this to bargain for peace. I mean, I think that is the absolute best case scenario that, yes, maybe it could help.
Well, I mean, but I don't think peace at any point.
Don't think provoking people is going to help in terms of like now invading Russia back, even though they're invading you, which is just as bad. So yes, of course it's not surprising. It's almost justified to invade them back. But
it's definitely justified. But it's just like, I guess the peace process, obviously, now Putin has these other goals he needs to achieve before peace.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think this is going to be a moment when Putin's like, okay, you guys win. It's going to be like, no, he's going to go. It's going to be even worse, which he has said. He has said that.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously the gambit for the Ukrainians, they do this, and then when peace negotiations come, they've got more leverage to be like, we want these parts of Ukraine back.
Yeah.
And in exchange, we'll give you Russia.
Yeah.
But it's gone 10 days.
Nobo Day said, what is Russia's reason not to go for negotiations?
I think Russia has been going for peace negotiations.
Have they been doing that recently? I think that they were doing it more before.
Before at the start,
right? But I think once they've kind of initiated, I don't think I've seen much talk about it.
During the war, really early on, back when Russia was encircling Kiev, they had a peace deal ready and signed that they had drafted in Turkey, I think. And part of the premise was that Russians would move back to Donbass.
Yeah.
And then fucking Boris Johnson shows up in Kiev and he's like, fuck it, don't do it. We can keep funding you. Just keep the war going.
Yeah.
And, Russia kind of got a bit played because they retreated and they didn't actually get the peace deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess they're probably hesitant to do it if that's what you're asking. Why aren't they doing it? But they also don't have the option. So like, they're Ukraine, none of the West is negotiating with Russia.
No.
They had peace talks where Russia wasn't allowed to participate. So like, I don't know. It's like, I don't think anyone really wants peace.
No. I don't think Ukraine does either. It seems like Ukraine is genuinely cagey that a Trump presidency will force them to wrap 100%. Things up. But I mean, they are, and I don't think you can also believe anything Trump says. He likes to showboat a lot and claim that he has this almighty power.
No, but America does have almighty power. It's just whether you want to use it. America could stop this war immediately.
Yeah, they could.
But I think it's like, I mean, Trump did.
I mean, he
reached out to Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I mean, but shit's getting bad there now as well. I guess Trump's not in. Is that what you're buying? You keep talking about the news. I'm going to do this, and we'll see if there's a difference.
Yeah, I think there will be.
I know I fucked it up.
Liberation of the town of Suja from the Russian military. I mean, it's funny. It's like parroting Russian language when they invade Ukraine. Like, we have liberated, we liberated this place. The claim could not be independently verified. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Not doing. I've changed my mind. Yeah. But also,
it's a good move. I don't know. It's weird to look at like wars as like a sport or a strategic game, but like obviously shit like this is very impressive. You trick your enemy into thinking you're going one way, and then you just like completely surprise them and go somewhere else. Like whether that's useful or like, but it's definitely like doing warfare. Doing it well.
But it might not even be 4D chess. It might be that Russia is so expanded in areas and has what at least Ukrainian news outlets are saying, like such a lack of communication between themselves that this was very easy with kind of,
I don't think
a strategic plan.
I think I give credit to the Ukrainians. I don't think this was easy. I think Russia was, has been doing a lot better in the past year of the war. Largest surrender of Russian troops.
But this is what Ukraine claims. I saw a lot of things on Twitter by pro-Russian people talking about how the opposite, and hundreds of Ukrainians have been killed.
They're all going to be saying that.
They're all going to be saying that.
And we will not subscribe to Bloomberg.
We will not subscribe, but we can read this until the article fades out.
Ukrainian forces said they accepted the surrender of the largest single group of Russian soldiers since the start of the war more than 2 years ago, as Kyiv's military claims to continue expanding its cross-border incursions. The Ukrainian Security Service unit operating in Russia's Kursk region took 102 Russian servicemen as prisoner of war, according to a person with knowledge of the operation who asked not to be. There's no way.
I can't get that.
Identified.
Once we make more than $60 on Twitch, we'll be fucking subscribing for these articles.
Yeah. We'll be back for you, Vladimir Verbiani.
Yeah, we're coming back. But it's not good.
Same article.
The same article, but this one's not paywalled. But Zelensky confirms it. Yeah, yes.
Zelensky's claiming that it happened.
Yeah.
Either way, it's impressive, and it's fucking compared to the previous incursions, what were they called? The Free Russian Army or something like that. Yeah. So they got all these what's this? Far right Russian soldiers to join this battalion and fight Russia. It didn't go very well. It ended pretty quickly. This looks more formidable and more actually Ukrainian. Yeah.
But in all of this, obviously, it's hard to know because it's all Ukrainian news saying this. I haven't seen much from the Russian news. It's going to say the opposite. But I saw an interesting thing from Ukrainian news, which was that apparently Russia offers workers up to $4,000 to dig trenches in Kursk Oblast. Obviously, talking about how
they're expecting
trying to make it that there's, but they're also implying that it's a lot of money, maybe. And that they're so desperate that they need people so bad is kind of
the poster said Kursk is yours, or Kursk for you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There we go. It says it's already translated under the photo.
Look at you, but you seemed impressive, Alexa. Russian job portals. We should go into Russian job portals and fucking see if we can do this.
Advertising. We need to read Russian.
Yeah, well, you can. You read that. Russian job portals are advertising trench digging position in Kursk Oblast as Ukrainian forces continue to gain ground in the Russian border region, CNN reports. Is that $4,000 per month? Thing is, $4,000 no matter what way it is very good for a job in Russia.
Salary, yeah. Although it depends where you are. I think in the cities, in specifically Moscow and St. Petersburg, you'll be making a lot more. But fucking that for some dude in Siberia?
Yeah. Yeah, is it $4,000 per trench? $4,000 $4,000 rubles? What is it? Dino Addicted said, I could solve the Russian-Ukrainian war in an instant. I kind of want to know now. How? How could you solve?
Mods.
How could you save stop the war mod?
Asking. Stop. Will you stop?
Asking, will you stop?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He would surrender? Yeah. Just say stop. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good...
It's like the bullying thing.
Girls, stop. Yeah, I like that. Oh, wait. The job calls for general workers who posted pay rates ranging... Oh, it's not per day. Fuck, I thought I read per day. I was like, I would do that if it was per day.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do it? $4,000 per day?
Mate, I make $100 per month on Twitch now.
That's pretty fucking good. You don't need to do this. Has anyone tried confronting Putin with facts? That's what we need.
That's true.
That's what we fucking need. Ben Shapiro.
Remember that woman who was like, I will be Putin's mum. He didn't receive love as a child.
Yes, that was amazing.
Lib take.
But I love it. They just say that about Putin. Like, obviously, he's a fucking horrible man.
I think seducing both Zelensky and Putin might work, but only if the threesome is good enough. I feel like Zelensky, much harder to seduce because his wife is hot. Putin, probably easier.
But I think Zelensky's way more likely to have a threesome than Putin. I think Putin's maybe a bit more like
prude.
A bit more prude and like of a, traditional values kind of guy.
I mean, if we know anything about these traditional values guys, is that's what they spruik for a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Then in the bedroom, they're pedophiles.
And then but that's the thing is Zelensky's too old for him then.
Yeah, true.
Unless he wants to watch Zelensky fucking a younger person.
I think that's definitely what he thinks about.
Do you think Putin is asexual like Trump? Is Trump asexual? I think
what was he doing with Stormy Daniels if he was asexual?
Well, that was before. I think Trump is just a disgusting man now, so no one wants to have sex with him. Wild conversation. We're asking the important questions, trying to come up with solutions. What would you like to look at next?
Well, what is next? That's what I want to look at. All right, we're moving to Israel. It's weird covering Israel because it feels like exactly the same news story every single day.
Yeah.
But there's tweaks. There's little tweaks in how horrific it is. So what we got now is can we even show things getting torched? And
I don't know if we can. Can we show things getting blown up? Is blown up all right on Twitter? Probably not.
It's not Twitter. It's Twitch, Alex. We're not streaming on the Everything app.
Yes.
Not people. Well, I don't know what's happening here. Let's not show it. But it's another aspect of the war. Hundreds of Israeli settlers armed with assault rifles and Molotov cocktails are currently attacking Palestinian village of Jit, east of Kalkilia in the West Bank.
So it's not just the IDF.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This war's been going on forever. So like even when the IDF isn't fucking pulverizing Gaza, you just constantly had Israeli settlers. Fucking dickheads from Brooklyn flying in, grabbing a gun, and just like kicking random people out of their houses.
Yeah.
And the cool part of it is that the state is involved as well.
Yeah.
So either they're turning a blind eye, but often they're just like with them. They're with these fucking idiots, just like kicking people out of their homes, burning them down, doing all sorts of horrendous things. So it's just interesting that we're talking about the war that started on October 7th. But like this aspect of the war has been on forever. And it's like such a clear human rights violation. It's like, it's a crime for the state of Israel to be doing this. And, it's irrelevant. No one cares.
No, but it's crazy. I can't imagine the state of mind of someone that comes from America to do it as well, where it's like, I think often it's
called
like
being a racist.
Yes.
It's called being like, that belongs to me.
But
and you aren't worthy of living on this land that I've never set foot on.
But what's crazy is that it's not like they're trained soldiers. A lot of them, from a doco I watched on it, are like kind of Midwestern people in America that don't have much happening in their lives. And then at least maybe this was before it was this bad. I don't know who's coming over now, but a lot of them would go over there because they just loved Israel so much. But they hadn't experienced any kind of, living in a war-torn area at all. No. And then they're suddenly going over there. It's just like, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I mean,
like
the general, it's not like living in a war-torn area because you're the guy doing the violence. Like, if you're a settler in the West Bank, no one's coming to your house to hurt you. Like,
no. But I mean, you're still exposed to.
Yeah, because you're doing it.
Because you're doing it,
killing people. Yeah. It's like a fucking rapist is exposed to sexual assault.
Yeah, they are. Like, they need counseling after
it. Okay, so the same thing. Very interesting. There was more. There was what was the other post I was looking at? Let me see if I can pull it up actually before we...
Has anyone seen the video of that... I don't think it was a settler, but I think it was an Israeli man who starts taking over his neighbor's property, and the neighbor just films him. And then, like, one day she walks into his yard, and he's just in the garden, like, doing something. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he starts arguing.
Yaakov.
Yeah, that one's famous. It's like...
I don't think it was even a neighbor.
No, it's...
like, there's thousands of videos like that.
Though. I mean, that looks like a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm sketch or something. Yeah. It's crazy. Some New Yorker guy. So maybe was he a settler?
Yes.
Damn. Thank you for the subscription.
Okay.
Melancholy.
Is this it?
Thank you so much. You get to see Australian ads.
Yeah.
Try Hungry Jack's new Brisket Deluxe. Flame grilled 100% Aussie double beef.
Like big Zionist accounts, but ever since Elon Musk took over Twitter, I get so much.
They just get fucking recommended.
And one of the one, but it's funny because like
someone said that was really loud.
What? Me?
No, apparently the ad.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me fix that. Well, everyone was complaining last time that the desktop audio was too soft. Okay. But the funny thing about just like being exposed to all this Zionist propaganda that you don't subscribe to, you don't like follow any of these pages, but because Elon Musk controls a platform, I get fed so much of it.
Yeah.
Is that when it's interspersed with the pro-Palestine stuff that you do follow, you can't tell which is which. Because sometimes you think the Israeli ones are just like satire.
Yeah.
Like I saw this article was mourning a dead IDF soldier that came from America. And you want to guess how he died?
It was mourning.
Think of the most anti-Semitic trope you can imagine.
He was crushed with money.
He died of allergies. And everyone's like, this is so sad that this happened. And I'm just like, oh, I get it. You're making like a horrible joke. Like, I don't get it. And it's just like, imagine being from the other side of the world and claiming this place is your home and you're allergic to the country. You go there and you're like, what is this stuff? Like, what is this dust? What's all this? Like, I don't know. I don't belong
That's
here.
like when Pauline Hanson, an Australian politician, climbed Uluru and they was really scared of it.
Yeah,
kind of like, what do you want? Like, you don't
claim
care.
This is yours.
Yeah,
but you have no relationship to it. You're scared of it. Your body rejects it. It was just such a strange thing to read because I thought it was a satire. The IDF soldier dies from allergies after coming from New York to Israel. And then you realize, no, this is a real story. And everyone's like, this is so sad. And I'm like, motherfucker.
I think it was a nut allergy or something. I mean, that makes it a little bit more.
Probably pistachios.
Probably
because he can't eat the nuts from the region.
What do they have a lot of in Palestine?
Okay, now
so this is the guy. Someone said though that this video going viral actually was increased the amount of settlers, or was kind of good propaganda for settlers.
Probably shows how easy it is and how little recourse these guys have.
But who watches this video and goes, "What a fucking cool guy"? Or they don't think that. They just think I can get a house by just walking into it.
Yeah, you literally just walk into it.
From Brooklyn,
and but it is motivating because you see that this woman's completely helpless. Like she can barely even argue with him. You know, it's just she can stand there and say stuff, and that's about it. But she's out of her house.
No.
Stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is gonna steal it.
No one is allowed to steal it, يا عمي.
How is he going to steal it?
Because the fucking Israeli government is there behind him, beating the shit out of them if they do anything about it.
But it's so funny looking at, like, he looks like he's in his pajamas, like us. He's like, like it's the most half-assed attempt of stealing something I've ever seen.
Well, that's the thing.
Is that because it's that easy to steal someone's house?
When the state sponsors your dispossession, you don't have to do shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're just chilling.
Jacob, you know this is not your house.
Yeah, so if I go, you don't go back. So what's the problem? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
But
It's easy to yell at me, but I didn't do this.
You are stealing my house.
It's like explaining to a toddler when they're doing something like really bad, like they've got like a glass plate and they're about to smash it, and you're just like, "Don't do that." And they're like, "Why?"
It's actually gravity.
I did do it. Yeah, it's like have you heard the famous quote from me? I was hitting my mum on the head with a wooden car. I was hitting her on the head, and she was like, "Stop hitting me with a car!" And I was like, "It's not a car, it's a truck." And I hit her again.
I would have gone to jail for killing my own kids. You're such a piece of shit.
You would have killed me.
There's another video that I saw on TikTok recently of same thing, like Israeli police guarding this settler as he moves all the Palestinian stuff out of the house that he just took.
Yes, I've seen that.
And then he gives the Palestinian guy his milk that was left in there. And the Palestinian guy throws it at him. It was just like, what the fuck is wrong? How fucking inhuman can you beat it? I don't know. It's just...
There's a real estate where they sell. I've seen that. There's actually a really good Louis Theroux doco on this, and I think that is from. That's quite old, that one, but that one was really interesting because it talks about the people that go to the West Bank, and obviously when they go there, they are, they're now in danger because no one wants them there, but they still go there, and then they need security with them, and they bring their kids there, and it's fucking suicidal because the parents were literally saying like, "This is our greater purpose. We don't care if we die or not." Like you literally, it's like, what are you doing? Just fucking live a normal life and stop endangering your kid's life. Like, it's crazy.
I don't care about the kids. Go back to America.
Israeli real estate event draws backlash over sale of West Bank settlement properties.
So nuts. So nuts. We should start settling. Like any place.
We should?
Yeah.
Well, we had a video idea because I'm a little bit
Jewish.
A little bit Jewish. Because you can do a thing. What's it called? Birthright or
no? Birthright is just the trip there.
There.
If you can harness your 3% Judaism to get
a house,
citizenship, you could do this.
Yeah.
So we want to do a video, kind of doing the whole process.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about it anymore because I feel like we need approval from some Jewish group to get help doing that, and having it public probably means that they'll say no.
We're reducing those chances. But how many rabbis watch Twitch? I don't know. Probably a lot.
Okay. Oh, we'll get rid of it.
It's fucking just horrible, though. It just keeps happening, and it's like, it's just going to get worse. Because it's like when your military and government is killing people, you're allowed to get away with more.
Yeah. No. They're protecting you as well.
Yeah.
You're both doing the job together.
Now
we got some Australian news. Recently, so the Labor Party is in charge, and they're like centre left, but they're really shit on Israel. They don't give a shit about anything. They're doing all the weapons deals, doing normal stuff, just like every other Western country. But because they're centre left, it means the opposition is further right.
Yep.
And they're trying to like wedge them on Israel. They're like, well, we love Israel more. Same thing, actually, exactly the same thing as America.
Yeah.
But this opposition leader, this guy Peter Dutton, the White Orc,
probably the ugliest politician I've ever seen.
White Orc, the Hobbit,
and then we will compare him.
Look at, I don't know what's a good. This is the one.
So you've got this guy right here.
Come on, Azog. Why would you be behind a fucking thing, Azog?
So that one,
okay, we got.
You see what he looks like, and then Peter Dutton,
and then Azog.
Same guy.
What's insane? So he's a former cop. That was his job before he became a politician. And there was this awesome puff piece written about him called "I'm Not a Monster." And the picture they used for the article of interviewing him with his wife called "I'm Not a Monster." He was like fucking Voldemort.
It's amazing.
He is not a monster.
I'm not a monster. His wife looking so happy.
Like, you could have chosen any photo. Like, what do you... I don't know.
He doesn't have eyebrows. Someone said, what are his eyebrows? But horrible, horrible man. So he was a police officer. I think he got suspended after beating up an Indigenous kid in the back of his car or throwing his bike away, something crazy like that.
Anyway, so now he's trying to wedge Labor on Israel, and he's like, well, sure, Labor's doing everything they can to please Israel and the Americans, but what if I take it one step further and say we don't want any visas issued to Palestinian refugees?
Yep.
Because they're terrorists.
Well, what he said was in Parliament, he said if even 1% of the, was it 1,000 people that come in?
Yeah.
We'll still have 10 terrorists coming in.
And so we can't afford that kind of gamble.
Yeah.
Because Palestine, Hamas is a terrorist organization.
Hamas
rules Gaza, and anyone who wants to flee Gaza is potentially a terrorist.
But also it's just a complete lack of understanding of why Hamas exists and what is happening in Gaza. Hamas isn't just like, a thing that's wherever they go. Oh, in Australia now we must blow everything up. It's like, what are you talking about? It's crazy.
He's fucking insane.
But what was their response to this?
A bunch of people called him out, but like it's just so annoying. You know?
In my view, supporting a terrorist organization is a very clear breach of the Migration Act, in particular the character provisions of the Migration Act, and you should not come to Australia if you do so. Like, what the most normie take ever as well?
No, but they're saying supporting a terrorist organization would count also as, being ruled by Hamas.
Yes. We think the acceptable number of Hamas supporters to bring into this country is 0. It's just...
How the fuck did they let Hassan into the country in February? I think he came in before this came out. Hamas Piker,
exactly. It's literally the same ideology behind Trump's all immigrants are criminals. It's exactly the same. The one nice thing about it in Australia is obviously these people still exist, but I don't think it's as mainstream as...
Yeah, I think he's getting a lot of flack for it. It's just so gross. He's such a piece of shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Supporting Israel is one thing. It's another thing just like not giving sanctuary to people who are getting fucked by your policies.
Yeah.
Like, that's the bare minimum. Is just being like, okay, if you want to run away, you can. But no, that's not a thing.
Have you seen the documentary Palestine is Still the Issue by the legend journalist John Pilger? I have, but I watched it a very long time ago and I don't remember exactly what his points were. I think it was similar to the Louis one a little bit.
But we've got so if you're a Palestinian from Gaza, sure, everyone's getting bombed, primarily children, and it's a horrible time. Everything's destroyed, and you want to run away, but you can't.
You can't now.
But things are pretty hard for Israelis.
They are.
If you look at the next article, disagree. Gal Gadot is having a really hard time.
What is the title? Let me read that title. The boycotting of Gal Gadot isn't anti-war, it's anti-Semitic and anti-progress and anti-human.
This is from the Jewish Chronicle.
The Jewish Chronicle.
Yeah. It's so...
She's a horrible actor.
I love it. I think
she's a worse actor than we are.
Yeah.
Like the acting we did last night when we filmed the video. She is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
She's just really hot.
I think, but there's no shortage of really hot people in LA. I don't know. I really like it. I like it. I haven't actually watched any of her movies.
I watched Wonder Woman. I watched bits of Wonder Woman and it was horrible.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a boycott. Maybe people just hate the movies.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, because I'm thinking, like, there's not much of a reason to watch this woman.
Yeah, Sashi Monster said, it's so hard to be a millionaire actress. It's like, yeah, who the fuck are you defending?
Yeah, no one has to watch your movies. Like, what? That's what's insane. It's just like, you can't force people to watch a shitty thing.
So bad. You seen the Wonder Woman, the scene where she lands on the car? Yeah, it's so bad.
She's so fucked.
Well, do you want to read the rest of the article? Yeah. I'm just going to fill this up with water.
Oh, can you finish this guy? Okay. So let's see why, Palestinians not being allowed to come into Australia, that's not a racist endeavor, but not watching a Gal Gadot movie is racist. Okay. One peculiar trend of our post-October 7 world is witnessing the tribe of people once lauded as humanitarians. She's talking about you guys. Progressives and anti-racists. That's what you think you are, right? Becoming the exact opposite. Regressive, racist, bigots, and xenophobes. She got us. Fucking got us. The waves of hatred directed at Israelis and Jews in the past 10 months have revealed a widely accepted peculiar inversion of traditional racism, which once condemned a people for their alleged inferiority, now instead condemning a people for their alleged superiority. What's that meme? What's the suffering from success? Who's that guy who's like clutching the... Oh no, it's fucking Drake. What am I talking about? Yeah, she's doing the Drake meme. It's so good. It's just like, man, people really hate you when you're on the top, and it's still racist. I'm the best, and I'm a weak little person. I said Drake. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. DJ Khaled, suffering from success.
You're struggling to talk when I'm not
here. Man,
here.
I can't do it. Holy shit. How am I going to do it next week?
What?
We didn't announce. Alex is going
I'm going to New
Zealand next week.
I'm going to be
so you're going to have
fucking shredding, fucking snowboarding.
You're going to have just me and sometimes Murat. Actually,
I think Murat will be there a lot. Lucas will be there.
And we'll have live transmissions from New Zealand as well.
From me, I'll be delivering news while shredding and hitting the half pipes. It's going to be great.
So yeah, it's going to be a lot more intimate. We might get a bit hot and heavy without Alex here cramping our style, you know.
Someone said Boy Official New Zealand is the cooler Australia. Is that accurate? I think it's way cooler in some aspects, but hearing from New Zealanders that come here, obviously Australia is busier with more to do in terms of, you know, like socializing and university and jobs. But yeah, New Zealand's fucking beautiful.
That's cool. Yeah.
I think we should steal it.
I think we kind of do.
I think we should
they do anything successful.
No, I mean, I think we should colonize it because their indigenous people have too many rights.
It's true. More rights than ours.
More rights than ours. We got to make it fucking equal. It's not fair.
I think it's so telling of how like orcish the British were when they were coming down, because they come down to Australia where you've got like I don't know how many, like 300 something different like ethnic groups. Loosely classified as Aboriginal Australians. And they come down and these guys aren't like, you know, they haven't conquered each other's territory en masse. They haven't done all this crazy shit. And they're like, these are barbarians. We don't need to negotiate with them. They go to New Zealand where the Maori were the only tribe there. They had actually like gotten rid of everyone else on the island, or at least like subdued them and homogenized them. And they're like, these are the kind of guys we can talk to. He's speaking my language.
I just think they saw they had tats and they were like, damn.
Fucking sick.
These guys, these are cool.
That is really cool. Yeah.
Like, what is this?
They were jealous.
Someone said, this is a horrible comment. This is one of the worst comments I've ever read. Someone said, where is it? Kiss with Murat next week to make Alex jealous. Murat is my brother. I'm not jealous of Alexa kissing my brother. Because me and my brother kiss all the time.
No.
So you
No, that's not true. He's saying jealous of me.
Yeah.
Like jealous of Lucas
kissing me. I thought you were talking about the other way.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, that just said a little bit about my intentions.
I kiss my brother all the time, you idiot.
No.
Kissing brothers don't tell. You know the old kissing brother rule.
All right, let's keep reading.
You missed joke of the day.
Missed joke of the day by you?
So, well, by the Jewish Chronicle.
Oh, what was it?
They were talking about anti-Semitism.
Yep.
And talking about all these people who used to be humanitarian, progressive, and anti-racist are the opposite now. Yep. The waves of hate directed at Israelis and Jews in the past 10 months have revealed a widely accepted, peculiar inversion of traditional racism, which once condemned a people for their alleged inferiority, now instead condemning a people for their alleged superiority. It's so funny to be claiming, like, you're doing racism to me while you're saying I'm the master race. It's so funny. It's like they hate us because we're better. It's because we're so good at war against Palestinians that...
No, but the superiority is we hate you not because you're Jewish. We hate you just because you're killing people.
Yeah.
Like, that is very clear.
And also, fucking, if you've ever gone to a pro-Palestine protest in Australia, in America, anywhere, it's full of Jewish people. Yeah. Like, there are normal people out there.
Well, what was beautiful going to the Palestinian protest here is that with the speakers as well make it very clear, because there are groups of boys that obviously are very rowdy and upset by this situation, and they were saying anti-Semitic stuff. And at these protests, there wasn't a lot of them saying this. It was a very small minority, but they were called out by the people organizing the protest, being like, it's not about the fact that they're Jewish.
Yeah.
It's like...
Despite being historically oppressed, exterminated, drummed out of everywhere they called home, now it's their turn. It's their turn to drum someone out. So anyway, sorry, the article hasn't gotten into it yet. Yes, October 7th.
Since 1,200
Israelis
killed.
Wait, where's the latest chapter? Okay, so we had the Holocaust, and now the latest thing is Gal Gadot.
Thank you for the subscription with Twitch Prime, Tommy Table,
Gal Gadot,
legend.
who plays the evil queen in the... She's not evil. That you're just being racist to her just because she's superior.
Yes.
She's not an evil queen. She's just a queen, and you're jealous, and you're not a humanitarian. Who plays the evil queen in the upcoming rendition of Snow White has been subject to the same targeted attacks. As images of Gal Gadot and the new roles surfaced, the humanitarians and anti-racists emerged from their safe spaces for intersexual. It's like, you obviously fucking hate leftists. Like, this is not you guys are racist now. It's like, you don't give a shit.
No.
To launch a witch hunt against Gadot for her Israeli nationality. Also the fact that she was in the IDF. So it's wait, let's see.
Well, and you could probably look up recent comments from her Instagram posts about the situation.
Oh, she hasn't joined the army during the war. That's nice of her.
Yeah. Well, because she's a fucking millionaire. Why would she join the army? Yeah. Imagine still complaining about safe spaces. Holy shit, 2016 talking points.
Yeah, it's so lame.
She hosted showing of October 7th footage.
Yeah. She's a propaganda agent for a government. It's so weird. Again, I can't stop relating it back to where were we? Here we go, Jewish Chronicle. I can't stop relating it back to Russia invading Ukraine because it's the polar opposite in terms of media coverage. Like, you would have tennis players banned from playing, even ones that were outwardly protesting the war. They were putting their lives at risk because it's fucking impossible to protest in Russia. These tennis players were protesting the war, and they were still like, no, you're not allowed to play tennis because you're Russian. Yep. Fucking insane. Here, you've got an actual state-sponsored agent of propaganda going out there fucking showing this Israeli state footage to people, promoting the country. You're not allowed to criticize her.
Yeah.
It's just
crazy. Absolutely.
It's so stupid.
Insane.
Okay, anyway. How fitting it was for Go to play a character that tries to kill a child and steal her kingdom. Content creators with huge platforms immediately demanded that their audience boycott Snow White in protest of. I just don't understand. Like, is there a problem with boycotting anything?
No, I think you should boycott it for two reasons. Firstly, I don't think you should remake the Disney movies. I think
every single movie is a remake.
Every single movie is a remake, and it's fucking annoying. Why is Will Smith fucking... What's his name now? Robin Williams. Why?
The genie.
Yeah. Why do I need a...
Yeah.
Why?
I want a white guy to play the Arab mythological
creature.
That's
what I want. No. That's what I want.
No, I think it doesn't matter. I just think
I was annoyed that the music was way worse.
And Will Smith is lame.
Yeah.
Like, Will Smith is not a comedian.
But also just get your kids to fucking watch the old movie. You don't have to make more money making new things. They
do want to make more money.
That's why they do it, to make more money and make it fucking worse.
Yeah.
Aladdin 2019 was fire. I fucking disagree with you.
I've never watched it. I saw clips of him and I was just like... So I'd actually never watched Aladdin until a couple of years ago.
The original Aladdin is one of the funniest Disney movies.
It's the best.
Jungle Book, Aladdin.
I agree now.
Oh,
my favorite was Beauty and the Beast.
No, you fucking... That's horrible because you had an older sister and she made you watch all the
under fucking US sanctions. And there was one day when the sanctions were about to come in that all the children's channels on TV, not children's channels, just the main TV channels, when they were having children's programming, they were like, sanctions are coming in tomorrow. We're going to play every Disney movie we have and just record it on your cassette player, whatever, VCR, because we're not showing them ever again. We can't. And so the ones my parents managed to record was limited. We had Beauty and the Beast. We had, I think we had Snow White. We had The Lion King. We had a bunch of things, but we didn't have we didn't have Jungle Book.
Oh,
and we didn't have what's it called? What was on? Aladdin. I watched them 3 years ago.
You didn't have the ones with the best music. Jungle Book with Louis Prima. Oh, fucking amazing.
Anyway, you can't force people to watch a Disney movie, especially not the recent ones.
No. To be clear, this was not a boycott against the war in Gaza, against Netanyahu, against the...
It's the right-wing party.
Against settlements or against Ben
Gvir.
No, this was a Jewish boycott. No.
Literally, you know how many movies in Hollywood are made by Jewish people? If there was an actual Jewish boycott, it would be insane. Yeah. People love movies made by Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best kind of movie there is.
It's because she was outspoken about the Israeli point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jewish boycott is often found in art-dominated spaces where radical liberals most susceptible to this mind virus tend to congregate.
It's like Trump language. Okay.
Yeah,
it's mask off. They're not pretending to care about anti-racism. They just want to own the libs.
Have you seen? There was a crazy. I don't know if it's real. Maybe someone here can help me find it. There was a propaganda video released by the Israeli government showing Palestinian. It was really good CGI as a rat, eating scraps under a bridge or something, and then like plotting. It's like crazy. It's like the propaganda that the Nazis used. They do the modern version of that. It's like fucking
not Triumph
crazy.
of the Will. What's the other Leni Riefenstahl movie that's from?
Triumph of the Will was fucking,
Triumph of the Will is the.
We watched a bit of that. It was pretty boring.
Yeah. What's the other Leni Riefenstahl one? I just think it's absurd that a state that calls itself the Jewish state that claims to represent Jews can do such just like. Not even like so on the nose, like so explicit Nazi propaganda and not bat an eyelid. Like it's so fucking offensive.
The Triumph of the Will sucks ass. It was a fucking shit movie.
It was so boring.
Oh, it was horrible. Well, how does
maybe it's Inception. It opens with a scene of like Jewish people walking around. Superimposed with a scene of rats.
Yes. Similar
like
style
exactly
to
the
that.
same trope, except now the Israeli government's doing it.
Animus toward a people because of their race, ethnicity, or nationality is certainly nothing new. However, what we have come to understand more than ever in our post-October 7 world is that a shockingly effective loophole for expressing bigotry is to hide it behind caring for humanity.
I love the post-October 7 world. It's just like claiming that this conflict that's been going on for like almost 100 years now.
No.
It's like started last year. It's so absurd.
Yeah.
Like, what are
but
we
that's
even
how
talking
people
about?
talk. What's so sad is talking to some people in Australia and people that,
work in the media.
I'm friends with some people as well that, have more Jewish roots. Is like this is their big talking point. It's October 7th.
Everything changed on October 7th.
Everything changed. And
Things
it's just
were
like.
great in Israel before then.
Exactly. The beach parties. Oh, the festivals. We had it all. Yeah, exactly. How many October 7s happened to Palestinians? I'm highly sure Hassan was mentioned in anti-Semitic propaganda. Last year. Wow, that's very funny.
It's
crazy.
so fucking stupid. Anyway, we've had enough of that. But you can't be forced to watch a Disney movie, but Disney can force you to do other stuff. This is the most insane news article I've ever read
about fucking Disney. This is crazy.
So
do we know this isn't satire? Because this is
the Hollywood Reporter. Disney argues wrongful death suit should be tossed because plaintiff signed up for a Disney Plus trial. So I do this all the time. It's like when you've got the terms and conditions that you have to accept to download any app. I've never read a single thing. That's like a common trope. No one reads them.
No, why would you read it? Yeah.
Turns out that somewhere in that contract, this guy agreed to, he can't sue Disney.
If he dies or just ever.
No, ever. It's not that he dies from the app. I think it's just like they've got these crazy clauses in there just because they know that you're not going to read it.
But I thought it was illegal because I know you can't, like, even if someone signs a contract saying, I give you permission to eat me.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't do that.
You can't have an unlawful contract.
Yeah.
But again, it depends on what country you're doing it in.
Yeah.
If it's a country you're allowed to be eaten, then you can sign that contract.
So what was the thing surrounding his death? What happened?
Does signing up for Disney's popular streaming service mean you have agreed to never sue the entertainment giant over anything forever? That is what Disney argues in a wrongful death lawsuit. Just pay the fucking family. Like, imagine you're paying lawyers. You're paying lawyers to come up with this insane thing. You look horrible. It's like the worst PR in the world. And like, you're doing it just so you don't have to pay family of a doctor.
Wait, we sure it wasn't the same man you're talking about? This is what Disney argues in a wrongful death lawsuit against a 42-year-old New York doctor whose family claims he had a fatal allergic reaction after eating at an Irish pub in Disney Springs. Oh, so he was eating it.
Yeah, you got so the food was mixed. There were allergens that he was exposed to, and he wasn't informed.
This person said he only wants $50,000 in legal fees. He's dead. He doesn't want anything. He's gone. His wife died.
Disney's asking a Florida court to dismiss a lawsuit brought against it by Jeffrey Piccolo, the husband of Cannock Porn. She's Thai.
He's suing on her behalf.
A family
hell.
medicine specialist with NYU Langone's office. And that's insane that it's a doctor as well. Like, now more people are going to die because she's not fucking there to do doctor stuff to them.
It's crazy.
It's a never-ending issue, but he can't sue them because he's subscribed to Disney Plus.
That is amazing.
I mean, that's Disney's argument. Now it's up for the court to decide whether that's legitimate.
Con said he just wants free Disney Plus. Yeah, exactly. I want free Disney Plus for life, and I also want a signature.
Now that my wife is dead, I'm so bored.
That's crazy.
I wish there was a way to fill my days.
Yeah, exactly. The terms of use which were provided with the subscriber agreement included a binding arbitration clause, the company wrote. The first page of the subscriber agreement states in all capital letters that any dispute between you and us, except for small claims, is subject to a class action waiver and must be resolved by individual binding arbitration. It's just hilarious. The amount of stuff that just think they are able to do and push people around. And also $50,000.
Own your firstborn child.
$50,000 is nothing for them. It's crazy.
Absurd. No, but if they have to pay it now, then that sets a precedent that every time they kill someone, they have to pay that. And you know how many people Disney kills?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
I made the mistake when we went to Disney World.
Oh, no, it was Disneyland.
In Orlando.
No, that wasn't.
No. In Orlando, I was looking up the deaths on the Disney rides just before we got on that certain Disney ride. And one of them was like called Tron or something. And it was like a guy died because there was a loose bolt and it fell down and just like fucking went through his head. Another guy got his arm cut off. Just horrendous.
But that was before Disney Plus was a subscription service.
Yes, and I've never signed up to Disney Plus, so
I have.
Well, then you can't sue them. Sorry.
Well, I hope they don't kill me.
You're done.
You hear that, Disney? You're allowed to kill me legally. I can't do anything.
The notion that
believe that more than 150 million subscribers to Disney Plus have waived all rights to sue the company and its affiliates in perpetuity, even if the case has nothing to do with a popular streaming service.
That's such a good idea.
I love capitalism
to get
so
away
much.
with stuff.
I love it so much. It's the best system we have.
Why not just chuck more in there?
Well, I mean, that is an example of chucking more. They probably had crazy stuff, and they were like, "How about they just can't sue us ever?"
The military should pay them to include like what's it called?
You're conscripted.
You're conscripted. If there's a war, you're fighting, and people.
If you watch a single war movie, part of the terms of service is that you have to participate in the next one.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking. These ads are fucking atrocious. What the fuck is this?
Wait, what are we looking at?
I need to look at it.
It's a belly fanny pack.
I'm clicking on it.
That's a good one.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
It looks so good, and you've got you can hide a little Coke can in there. Oh, we got to get this for Hassan.
Now that he's lost all that weight, needs to get it back. What are we on? All over Disney in the "you can't sue us for killing your family because you streamed and can't do one time with Disney Plus" is the grandson of Fulgencio Batista, who was appointed to the Florida Supreme Court by Jeb fucking Bush. Wait. Oh, it's a different Batista. Gotcha. There was also a Fulgencio Batista who was the dictator of Cuba.
The Batistas, yeah.
And also a WWE wrestler. His maternal grandfather was Cuban. Oh, it is the dictator. Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista. What a...
Why do you say his name like that? You're talking normally and you go... How
do you say it?
Fulgencio Batista.
Okay.
That's how you say it.
The wrestler Batista, yeah. He's also WWE. He got jacked trying to take Cuba back from Castro.
That's pretty fucking cool.
He was just like, one day I'll come. Do you think?
Yes.
I believe that I'm not a racist. I'm not a revisionist. I'm not a biological determinist.
Questionable.
I don't think you can have an evil bloodline. But I'm struggling to believe that now.
I don't think you can have an evil bloodline. I think being born into an evil family where you're taught how to be evil is what makes you evil. I don't think it's your blood.
No, it's true. It's nature.
It's nature. Nature over nurture.
Obviously, if you're raised by an evil dictator who was your granddad, he had you on his lap while he was exterminating fucking Cuban peasants in the mountains.
Yeah.
Chances are you won't care about people very much.
Yeah. It's funny though, because a lot of the people, especially conservatives, it is kind of like a nature versus nurture thing in terms of the way they view races, and same with the Palestinian and Israelis. You know, they view Palestinians as always inferior.
Yeah.
And it's in their bloodline. It's fucking insane. Can't use peasant brain if you don't believe nature is any part of it. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that is fucking crazy.